Welcome to Horns Up, and yes, we are back to familiar Horns Up territory this week. We've reached out to musicians who we want to talk to.
Yeah, that's our goal for 2021. Nothing else.
Like all of us, Nervosa had to deal with the new normal in 2020. The band refreshed its lineup with new members, wrote out a bunch of songs, came together in Spain to record those songs, and all of that effort results in Perpetual Chaos. No, that's not the state of the band. That's just the name of their fourth album. And today we are talking to bassist and new member Mia Wallace about all that and more. You may remember Mia from Abbott and Triumph of Death. Yes, this is a no-holds-barred conversation with the feisty, fun Italian. Here we fucking go. And now, all the way from Italy, is Mia Wallace, ace bassist, songwriter, musician, teacher, and someone who will be vaccinated sometime in May. Are you looking forward to that fateful day?
I'm waiting. I don't know. I have no idea actually when it will happen.
Okay, you must also be looking forward to the release of Nervosa's new album, the band's fourth,
Yeah.
but your first, Perpetual Chaos. Yes?
Yes. Absolutely.
So, when we were thinking about this, what gives you more anxiety or happiness, the album release or the vaccination?
Good question. I'm quite okay with the album release because I know that it will be amazing. So actually, I am a bit more anxious about the vaccination because I don't know exactly what will happen with this vaccine.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about you for a bit before we wind up talking about Nervosa.
Yes.
Reading your interviews and the press, would I be right in saying that the last year has been quite a whirlwind of a year for you? I mean, December 2019, you had surgery, I'm guessing, right, in your right arm?
Yeah, it was.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, last
it was.
Yeah, last January and February, we got to know the very weird circumstances of your time in Abbott. Then the
Yeah.
pandemic hits Italy, and boy, does it hit Italy. Uh, and here you are in January 2021 with Nervosa.
Yes.
How has the last year really been for you?
Last year has
Yeah.
been really difficult for me. I have to be honest, because I went through, I think, the most difficult period of my life. And this was not because of Habbat. This all came from December 2019 when a bad moment happened to me, if I can say happened, occurred in my life during my career, very short, with Triumph of Death, a
Mm,
band that I'm really happy I'm not in anymore,
mm-hmm.
and because that's how everything. If I can say, can I use harsh language?
Yes, of course.
That's when all the shitstorm started. So everything came out like an avalanche. So actually, I'm looking at my life, and seems like um, when I cut out all the contact with this part of my life, everything went for the good, because as soon as I cut out every contact with this band, and when I'm talking about the band, I'm not talking about all the members, because in this band, Triumph of Death is
Of course.
playing actually my best friend,
Yeah.
that is the drummer. The
Yeah.
drummer is my best friend. So uh, I will not say any kind of name,
Sure.
but okay. Actually, everything went for the good, and I bonded again with Abbott. For example, we come back to be very good friends, and we are talking daily, like we always did, and everything now is I'm looking at my life, and now it's all is bright, all is positive, and I started a new life again. And then, of course, Nervosa really, really. Oh, I have to say that probably Nervosa started my new life.
That's
My
fantastic.
new life started with
Fantastic.
Nervosa. Yeah.
All right. So, since you brought up Nervosa, let's talk about the band. I mean, what was your first reaction when you got the email from Rika? I mean, were you expecting it at all? And
No.
like maybe not Nervosa itself, but any such opportunity itself were you looking at?
I remember I was in lockdown when the email from Pre-Cameral came, and I was, of course, in a deep depression because all the things that happened to me. And when I saw, of course, I was aware that Nervosa split up, because I always looked for this band. I always thought that this band was really kicking asses, and I was really sad about it. And I was like, this band cannot die like this. So I was, like, who knows what will happen to this band? And then out of the blue, I found out this email, and it was Precameral asking me to have an audition for Nervosa. And I was like, wow, okay. I started to jump like crazy in my house, like, yeah. So, yes, Prika asked me to do Kill the Silence. That
Yeah.
is a very good song. And I was like, well, I will do my best, because I come from a black metal style, so I
Mm-hmm.
really hope that my
Mm-hmm.
style will fit with a thrash metal style that Nervosa have.
Yeah.
But Prika was really play as you wish, play in your style, and let's see what will happen. So I played Kill the Silence, and she said, that's exactly what I was searching for. Your style is perfect for Nervosa and for what I am looking for. So I was really jumping for happiness. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah. So take us to the moments after that email. I mean, of course, before all of you came together to record the album, I'm sure, like, we're living in an age full of Zoom calls and Skype calls. So how many were there? Like, oh, were you all kind of old school with text messaging and email in there? And of course, how many hours did it take to practice and nail all the parts?
Well, the thing is that Prika is really unstoppable. So
Mm-hmm.
she had many songs almost ready for the new album. And of course, she sent us the songs, and some of the songs were raw songs, like her playing the riff and really basic drums on it. And we tried to build up our in my case my bass lines, and we were exchanging these files using I don't know, with transfer, Google Drive, whatever was available, we use it. So Prika is really open-minded, so she was listening to what we were doing, and she was really fine with our ideas, and she didn't put a limit. That's why I think the new album sounds not so different, because you can hear is still Nervosa, but you can hear there are many influences on it, because Prika has been really intelligent not to put too many limits to us, because we all came from different styles and different ambience of metal. So she was aware of this, and she managed to mix everything in a perfect way, I think.
All right. Now, given that all of you are based in different parts of the world, I guess, the way the record was written, that pretty much is the modus operandi for the future of music from Nervosa as well, right? Or
Yeah.
do you think that, writing music together, jamming or on tour will change the sound to a certain degree?
uh, That's a good question because um, we discovered when we were in Malaga recording together, we
Mm-hmm.
discovered that because we also did some kind of rehearsals after Malaga, we met here in Italy, in Milano, in a rehearsal room. We discovered that honestly, seems like we always played together from years. Actually, there was not a single moment when we were like what she's going to do or what the drummer is going to do. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
seems like we always play together, so it's half and half. We can do our best both listening to the songs in a file, and also we can build something together, so we are really adapting to the situation actually. We are Nervosa 2.0.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I must say, you mentioned Malaga, the documentary about recording and producing the album. Oh my God, it's such so engaging to watch. I
Yeah.
must ask you this. All of you met physically for the first time at the airport, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Did it,
yes.
did your first impressions match your expectations? Because I'm sure after conversing with everyone on Skype or email or whatever,
Yeah, it's different to meet
physically,
someone
oh
in
my
person.
God,
Yeah,
all of you just
exactly.
like long lost sisters or something of that sort.
uh, I mean, for 25 years, I always played with guys,
Hmm.
So there's some kind of boundaries when you are playing always with guys. There's always this macho mood, and I mean, I was not expecting this because it's the first time that I played with so many girls. So I was really. mm, I was like, I don't know how we react because I'm always a little bit, cold. And when I came down from the airplane and I met first Prika, it was so natural. We hugged like, yeah, and that's the same thing that happened with Eleni and Diva. Everything happened in a really natural way. There were no expectation, and when what happened naturally, I was really happy, and everybody was happy to meet each other, and the hugs were automatic. Automatic. We immediately felt like we were born to do it.
So, okay, so there you were, holed up in one cozy ass house with three musicians, a fantastic producer.
Yeah.
Uh, the documentary showed us all this cool, happy shit. Personally, I've never seen this much dancing in a recording studio. It's so here's the question. Was it all as easy and positive as it looked?
Yes.
Why
Yes.
do you think that was?
What?
Why do you think that was? Why do you think it came so easily or it was so comfortable?
I think because we are all similar in a way. In many ways, we are similar, and we all came from not really easy background in our childhood. So I think we found, like we were like sisters, and we were sharing something that was really positive for our lives in different ways. So we really found really a good shoulder uh, in this situation that was really harmonic. And so this is my explanation. I mean, there's nothing that like harsh moments or things like that, because there's no ego problems in this band. Nobody wants to prevail on someone else. We are really harmonic. Nobody is alpha or beta girls.
That's so awesome because like it just goes to show that sometimes you just bring the right people together
Mm,
and it'll
mm.
just click. And I think that's what's happened with the Vosa 2.0.
I think so too, and it's not easy. I have not to say to you because probably you know better than me that when four girls met together, there's always something that goes not good. But in this case, it came out really great. I was not expecting this. Really, I mean it.
Okay.
All right. So, one thing that I was really surprised to see, or happy also to see, was the album features a guest appearance from Schmear from Destruction, and he does the vocals on the track Genocidal Command. I mean,
Yes.
we had the opportunity to speak to him last year, and he's a great guy. Uh, but were there any other vocalists that were considered for that track, or any other guest appearances you all were looking at?
Uh, we have another guest that is Eric from Flotsam and
Flotsam
Jetsam.
Jetsam. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And but I think these two singers are perfect for the style we are doing, for what we are doing in Nervosa, because Schmear with Destruction is a huge inspiration for us, I have to say. And also Flotsam and Jetsam, I mean, they are perfect and they manage, even though their voice is so different from the voice of Diva, altogether they managed to came out with really strong songs. So I don't think there was someone better than these two guests in the album.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, now while watching the documentary, I spotted, I think, something that I need to talk to you about. When
Oh
all
man.
of you were crossing off the songs from the track list,
Yes.
I noticed that there were 15 songs that were tracked. Album features 13. So, Mia, where are the missing two songs?
This is a surprise for you. I cannot talk about it.
Future release.
Surprise.
Okay, fine. We'll wait for them.
As long as we don't have to buy like the Japanese import, because they always have the extra
Special
tracks,
edition.
special
No.
edition,
No,
or like
no, no,
1 year later,
No,
buy
no,
like
no.
the extra DVD remastered. All right, but we've talked quite a bit about the album. We'd like to play a song from Perpetual Chaos now. Which one should we play and why?
Do you want to know what's my favorite?
Yes.
Sure.
My favorite, and it's the first song I recorded is Rebel Soul. And
Okay.
it's really Motorhead style. I really felt like Lemmy when I was playing it, and I promised to Prika and all the girls that when we will play live, that will happen soon. I hope I will put on my hat, my Lemmy hat, and I will play with this Lemmy hat. I promise. I really like this song. And the second one, I think, Under Ruins. Did you see the video?
Yep.
Wow, so proud of this video. We were like waiting for this day, and we are so happy.
All right, Mia, let's talk about the bass and how you play it.
Hmm.
Um, you mentioned that you had to change up your style a little bit for this album, right? Because
Yes.
this is the first thrash album you've been a part of.
Yes.
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 So, can you help us understand some of the nuances of the changes you had to make in your style?
Honestly, the thing is, there's a little bit of difference in structures of the songs when it's related to thrash metal. And the thing is that the timing is different because when I come from black metal, so there was no problem for me because I'm used to play with plectrum,
Mm-hmm.
and this is, for example, a huge difference from Fernanda, the previous bassist. She was playing with fingers, for example, so the bass was with a complete different sound that in my she is million times better than me technically talking, because if I have to play with fingers, I am a sissy, I am I'm, I don't know, I'm not able to do what Fernanda was doing. But I think that when it's related to the speed of what you are doing, plectrum is the peak is something really good, and it sometimes it make the notes be more audible in the
Yeah.
album. And in my case, I never considered bass like the bass is doing some kind of contest with the guitar. I think guitar has to be the main instrument, and then the bass has to fill the gaps, with the sound, the heavy sound, the deep sound of the instrument. I always um, thought like this in music. So it's not really different. I didn't have to change a lot of my style. I also only had to. My main thing when I started to play the songs of Nervosa was that I had to play with a different timing. That's the only thing I did really different, because the sound was almost the same I use for Abbat, for example, and almost the same that I was using with a Hellhammer, or I never changed my bass sound so much. Of course, when I'm playing with Kirlian camera that is doing new wave, it's another thing. Of course, I'm playing with a clean bass and a 5-string bass, so it's another word.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Why? Okay, so personally, even I prefer playing with a pick and I'm a huge sissy playing with my hands.
Uh-huh.
Same as you. Uh, why do you think bassists who prefer to play using plectrums or a pick, why do you think we get such a bad rep when compared to our finger-loving counterparts?
I have no
They
idea,
make
actually.
songs sound so much more attackish.
Exactly. Exactly. I think it really depends on what you are used to do. I mean, I learned to play bass with plectrum, with pick. So for me, playing with fingers is some kind of having a limit on speed. So of course, if I hear someone that is playing with fingers, he will say, or she will say that it's a limit to play with pig, because I don't know, it is losing some kind of, I don't know, deepness of the sound. I have no idea. There are parts of persons that have different ideas about it, but I honestly prefer to play it with a pick.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think is the role of bass in metal? I mean, does it play the same role for, say, black metal versus dark wave or even thrash metal?
No, I don't think. I don't. I think that in music in general there are no rules, and this is what makes something special. Because if you are always following the rules, you will never come out with something new or something special. The secret, in my opinion, is to break the rules and try to do something that is unusual for the genre. That's my opinion.
Alrighty.
Anarchy.
Right. So when we started our conversation and you found out that we were from India, I'm very curious to know. You were very excited, so I'm very curious to know what you remember from your time in India. I mean, you played with Abbat at the Bangalore Open Air.
Yes.
Hopefully, we get to see Nervosa here.
Yes, I hope so. I my memories from Bangalore are really really clear. I remember I have never seen your country, and I fell in love with your country. You are really an amazing people, and all the warmth I felt when I was on stage, it was incredible. You have an incredible energy to give to the musicians, so the musician give back the energy to you. And I remember the extreme you you people were extreme polite with all of us, really respectful. I mean, I really fell in love with India, and I can't wait to come back. And I remember, I think in that concert in Bangalore, I saw the best photo I have ever seen in my life. There was a guy on a wheelchair, and all the people in the crowd took the wheelchair and take this guy up to see the concert. There's a photo of it, and I was almost crying when I saw this photo. This guy on the wheelchair with all the people that were making him
Yeah,
looking
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
stage. Come on, this is amazing, man. I have goosebumps now that I'm thinking about this again. Yeah, I have only positive memories about your country and you people.
Awesome, awesome. I'm glad
Yes,
to hear that.
yes.
Yeah, but eventually, when all this shit passes over,
Oh, I
you're
think.
more than welcome back.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Alrighty. I don't know, but is it okay for us to talk a little bit about Nirith?
Yes,
Nirith's
of
still
course.
alive, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so any updates on what you guys are up to at Nirith? And I really
Okay.
want to know, will Nirith ever cover Big Bottom by Spinal Tap, considering it's three bassists together?
Yes, there will be three basses and one drum. This is the only different instrument admitted on the lineup because there will be no guitars. Um, of course, shit happened also with Nerit one year ago because the same person was involved.
Mm-hmm.
I will not go further with this, but so I had to start everything again from scratch. I mean, I had to re-record everything, which I did because these were my songs, basically talking about the music. So there was no difficulties for me because I had something like 30 or more songs ready, and I did it again from scratch. So it's only question now. It's only um, we only have to wait for the label to release this work, and it will be an astonishing work because it's talking about Nirit, that is a female goddess, and it's really a female oriented project. So it will talk about many stuff that are I am really sensitive about,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't wait to show to people what a bass can do,
Exactly.
because there's a lot of psychedelic stuff in it, and you will not believe that these sounds came out from a bass.
Lovely.
Awesome.
Waiting for that too. Okay, so Mia, final question.
Yes.
And this is something I've been aching to ask. How many times do people quote Pulp Fiction dialogues to you?
Too many, but I really love this movie, so it's never enough.
Do you guys break out into that cat dance too?
Oh yes, of course we did a lot of time, and with Nervosa we did this, and we also played. We also danced with Lady Gaga and Madonna. This is something that nobody should know, but yeah, I said it.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for this lovely chat.
Thanks to you. Thanks
Thank
to
you.
you.
Energy, and we all could really use it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Peter, have you watched Pulp Fiction?
No. And I know everyone who's listening is going to be like, what? But I'm not a big movie buff, so that's it.
Well, that's one of the rare movies that metalheads seem to enjoy. So, here is the question for all of you. If you're a metalhead, and that you are, otherwise you wouldn't be listening to this podcast, which movies do you like to watch? And, Peter, do you want to do a movie watch along on Horns Up?
Yeah, that would be actually fun. But not Detroit Rock City. Huh?
Fuck, that movie is awesome. Maybe that, or maybe we can do Spinal Tap. Those are the basics. Or maybe let's try and get Sam done and we'll talk Metaler Headbanger's journey, because it's 10 years old now?
Yeah, I feel old, but yeah, it is almost 10 years now. And no, sorry, it's 15. It's going to be 15 years.
Fuck, 15 years. So it marks
Yeah.
an anniversary
Global
kind of a
metal
year,
will be
right?
about 10 years.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an idea. Those kind of ideas only come to mind when two people are sitting across each other physically and not over Zoom.
I agree. So I'm glad we're doing this in person again. Hopefully 2021 we do more such episodes, and maybe sometimes with guests.
Yeah, let's see. Let's hope. Anyways, you know where to reach out to us. It's the same old drill. hornsuppod.com, or you can reach out to us on Twitter at hornsuppod. I am at Hasnohani.
I'm at Trend Crusher.
This is Horns Up.
Horns up, guys.